bad guys feel like they got the green light, you know, to do all their pent-up frustrations or whatever it is.
President-elect in 1936, Franklin D. Roosevelt was running around the country, and somebody said, Mr. President, he was still president, but he was running for re-election, Mr. President, I want you to do this, and this. And he looked at this lady and he said, Madam, I would like to do that, but you have got to make me.
Now, how willing are we to sacrifice? Since we're well-fed, we have food in our stomachs, we're able to support our families. How willing are we to sacrifice? Well, it takes a commitment to talk about freedom, and I don't know, that commitment is hard to come by.
Using my gravity engine, I coast down the hill to save gas. I calculated I could coast 22 miles a day in my commute. I got a 70-mile-a-day commute. Now, they should have made hybrid cars a long time ago. Save at least 30% overall gas consumption. So I guess the oil companies aren't interested in that. They want to make as big a profit as they can.
You would abolish corporations in the United States. So corporations would not be people, only human beings would be persons, and then corporations would not have the protections of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the 15th Amendment. All of it.
It's really just about finding your own freedom from within and then being able to share that niceness with one another. And I think that over time enough people feel that niceness.
To the extent that I can, that's what I do with my work, both in manufacturing consent and in the corporation. I try to free people with information.
In the year 1900, there are very, very sharp, strong parallels between what we have now in the year 1900. And those historians among you might want to look at this, or maybe if you're interested, take a look. In the year 1900, William McKinley was president. We had a huge, wide gap between people at the top in terms of income and wealth and everybody else. Our politics were being corrupted by big corporations.
In manufacturing consent, there was a substantial section on a little country called East Timor that had been invaded and taken over by Indonesia. A lot of people killed, and those people wanted their freedom. But they needed the support of people in the West, people like that. But we needed to know about it first.
Our democracy was really almost a sham. We had a lot of very poor people who were sliding off the cliff and becoming even poorer. We had beggars, slums, problems of public health and sanitation. The environment was a disaster.
Having a substantial say in what you do, where you go, what you think.
By reducing laws down to simple brass tacks, like they already got the law and they use corpus. It's pretty simple, and we can keep it real plain like that. And we can find freedom, and we can build on freedom from there.
I think the most freeing thing that a person can do is to help others to get free, that might need some help.
Freedom to me is being connected with God and God's forgiveness, and in that having freedom to live with
You might want to free your mind from a lot of untruths that might come your way.
So I think freedom comes from becoming free inside yourself, and then that spreads.
You've got to be involved, and you've got to be part of a movement to take America back.
That's the essence of freedom, is being able to decide your own fate without others deciding it for you.
You see, what you want to get at, especially with regard to corporate personhood, is you want to get us away from the fiction that a corporation, a big corporation, has the right to free speech, which translated into political terms means we can't regulate big corporations, you can't prevent them from undermining our democracy.
Everywhere you look, there is impediment to freedom.
Okay, well, I'll let you out up here. All right, man. It was nice meeting you. And, here, let me see if I got any money. Well, I suppose I could part with this. All right, man. Take care. Careful.
You have people in key positions that have agendas in the educational institutions, in the judicial branches, all branches of government, and even in the businesses and the churches. And they all have their agendas, and they're like privately on their own promoting what they know that they need to promote in order to obtain their political agenda. And part of that political agenda is de-educating the masses. If you keep the people dumb, excuse me, I don't mean to use that word, but if you keep the people uneducated, then they're much easier to control. So they only allow, though people in key positions try to only allow those individuals that are going to promote their agenda to succeed in education or in law or even in medicine or whatever, the professional realms. Because those people have the control over society. I mean, they make decisions of life and death, freedom and, prison and, education or no education. And so those people have a lot of power. And so they have been pushing this agenda. And I call it an American purge.
But you've got to take, all of you, as you have shown by your interest in civic engagement here in Arcadia, you've got to take responsibility. Thank you all.